Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode of Legends Aria. Today, I don't really have much planned, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I would like to do. Which is sometimes a little challenging in sandbox games when it's always up to you to decide what in the world's going on. It would be really nice if there was some kind of awakening event today that was going on that I could participate in. I'd really like to get a chance to get some more skill books, but again, that's one of those things that I'm just going to really have to wait for. This character I'm currently playing is, really close to GMing some of his skills. The unfortunate part is I have zero ability books. And the books that you can get that are available are just way overpriced because of the current situation of how you get these books. And the unfortunate part is... Oh, appreciate the follow. Who was that? Red Hum V. I guess that's how I say that. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. So unfortunately, I don't have any prestige abilities, I guess what you call them, which is kind of a disappointment because that's pretty much what I feel like that's left to do after I kind of max out my skills. So that'd be kind of neat if there was some kind of awakening event today going on that I could participate in. But if not, we'll figure out what's going on. So I did mark a bunch of ruins to be able to come back and let's see here, do some missioning today, which I might do because the missions seem to be giving me some good skill level. This is Naughty Dude. Is Naughty Dude, are you in DOA, Naughty Dude? Alright, so am I all set here? Oh yeah, I do got bandages. I just really need to go get a horse. Which I think, I think I might have to get my tamer in gear. Because I'll probably have to go buy a horse for myself. And while I'm here, let's just grab a mission real quick. The ground shakes. We're gonna get a mission to kill some giants. Oh, nice. So what kind of characters do you have? What's your main character you like playing? Getting very unlucky here. Oh, you're a ranger? Okay, so is that a tamer? Because my main is a tamer. 3 days old, nice. Hey, if you have any questions, Red Humvee, let me know. I'm totally all about chatting it up and sharing ideas. The ground shakes in Eldir. Okay, accept that mission. Oh, nice. Got to 40 taming, just doing bears near the bandit camp. Tamer archer? Okay. Yeah, so I got a tamer mage. That's my main. I'm currently at 88 taming and really discouraged. I mean, I might play my tamer a little bit today, but I played my tamer for an hour yesterday and I got 0.1 skill gain in animal lore. And what I'd really like to see is taming missions, just like the mission I just grabbed. I don't understand why they don't give out taming missions. And then you would go to that place in the world and it would spawn a few animals in a row for you to tame and or kill or release. It seems like that would be the obvious thing to do for tamers, is to give them missions. I think it's a little unfair that warriors and stuff can hone their skills wherever they want to and however they want to, and tamers are pretty limited. The other thing I really wish they'd do about tamers is if they would make... It seems like there's only a select few mobs that are even worth having as pets. So of course the 5 grizzly bears is a good tactic. A beetle tank is a pretty decent tactic. And then the wyvern is a decent tactic. So there's only like 3, in my opinion, there's 3 tamer tactics. Unless you're a starting tamer. If you're at 30 taming, I swarmed things with horses. It was kind of funny. And then when my horses died, I just skinned them and took the leather. Oh yeah, I like it too. But I'm at a frustrating point, so I keep taking breaks. And so I guess the moral of the story is, Red Humvee, when you get to a frustrating point with your tamer, if you ever get to that point, stop and roll another character. Because you can still have a lot of fun, and don't get frustrated and burnt. Okay, so Red Humvee. This is what I've experienced with having to right-click only works 30% of the time. It's really frustrating, and what I've discovered is that when I'm at work and I'm on my works computer, it is the Intel Nook, which is those little tiny machines with integrated graphics, and I have really bad frames per second, so I have to turn all my settings down as low as possible, and the resolution as low as possible. But one thing I've noticed is, like, if I have trouble right-clicking, for some reason, if I hit escape twice, you hit escape once, this little menu comes up, you hit escape again, that little menu goes away. Sometimes, I don't know why, but try this. If you right-click and it doesn't work, hit escape twice. Right-click again and tell me if it works. But on low-end machines or low-end dedicated graphics cards, I've noticed, for me, that I have a hard time right-clicking stuff. And then here's the other thing too. So, see this tree right here? If you're behind the tree like this, but you can't see the tree, you can't right-click sometimes on things because the tree's in the way. Yeah, so Red Humvee, I'm glad that you can play the game, but unfortunately, with low-end machines, that right-click to get to menus and to do things is so frustrating. Alright, so... That's right, I needed to buy a horse for myself. Okay, one thing I thought I would do... Damn, Bill's gonna go to town! One thing I think I want to do is, I do have some fishing maps. They're kind of taking up too much space here. So I thought maybe I would try to go do some of these. So a soaked map and a shell encrusted map. Okay, I think I still have my recall. Let's see. Yep, okay. So Red Humvee, it must be just your issue with right clicking or left clicking. So I would try double left clicking on him to talk to him. You do sometimes, I noticed that slower machine, I had to click a little slower and a little methodically to get people to talk to me and to access menus. So you can either double left click him or you can right click him and I think interact. But you have to interact with him to get up a menu to be able to choose where you want to go. Poof. No, you don't need maps, but it's nice to have the maps. Because when you have the maps, then you can, when you open up your map, you have them unlocked and you can see locations and stuff. So I got 5 silver out of that chest. That must not have been the shell encrusted. No, it was not the shell encrusted. Okay, so this next one is the shell encrusted map. This is the high quality one. What? See where it says it is. It says it's nearby. Alright, so this is the highest end map you can get. You need 70.1 lockpicking to get in. And I don't think I got anything juicy. I did get 27 silver. A heal potion. A rum-stained map. That's decent. Rum-stained map's like the second quality map. It's for East Velusa. That was still worth it. I'm doing magic with my hand. Look at that razorfish. It's not big at all. Oh, and then I got a soaked map too. Shit, where's this one for? Pyro's Landing? That's kind of cool. Alright, so I left with 2 maps. I came back with 2 maps. So this is my fishing map collection. This here is my treasure map collection. I used to have treasure hunting with this character, but I decided to drop it for 2 reasons. Digging up some vague treasure maps were super irritating. Once you dug them up, sometimes the treasure maps would, or the chest would disappear before you could even loot it. So I found treasure map hunting to be a little frustrating and discouraging, and so I went from doing that to just lock picking and doing the fishing maps to me, which has been a little more fun. There is, I don't think there is a macro command to dismiss pet. Like, I thought it was a, because there's a all follow me, all follow, all guard me, all guard, all stay. I know that there's those commands, and there's all attack. I don't know if there is an all dismiss or dismiss all. No, I understand. If you do, I think slash help. So if you type slash help commands to get more info for a list of emotes, type slash help actions. So type slash help command to get more info. I guess release is an invalid command. Slash help actions shows you a list of emotes. There's the dance robot. That's hilarious. Yeah, with the fishing rod. So what else does it have? Sword and ground. It's got flip the bird. Really? maybe it's slash dismiss all. Yeah, not sure. All right, well, I did those 2 maps real quick. I got to go kill these giants. I thought I had one more mace, but that's okay. I guess I don't. Made myself a couple maces, but I'm not seeing it now for some reason. Oh, here it is. Alright, so those ruins take me back to the mission giver. I don't believe there is a Mac client, no. Isn't there a Windows emulator for the Mac, though? I'm pretty sure there is. And I hear it's really good. At least that's what I understand, is that I have a friend that has a Mac and he uses the Windows emulator. Says he has no issues running games and stuff on it, but let me. Rootmer, what emulator is called on Mac? You know, I'm not sure, bud, but I bet you there is a Mac emulator that you'd be able to run this game with. And it's definitely worth looking into. Or not a Mac emulator, but a Windows emulator for Mac. I guess you know what I'm talking about. Oh wow, I got a map. That barely ever happens. So I got this, it's on shuffle, and this one plays. The song's played like 3 times already. I guess that's what random is, huh? These guys are gonna fuck me up. Yeah, I came out here yesterday with a +1 obsidian. This is just store-bought chain, so it's a little different. Nice thing about chainmail is you have more, oh, wrong guy. You have more dexterity, but I'm not really using it. I know my mace is in danger of destroying it. That's why I'm using it for the last few hits. If I can hit with it, there we go. So it's a lesser giant executioner mace, and you can unlock achievements by using slaying weapons on the appropriate mob. And so that's what I did. It said, at the first it said kill 10. It says use giant execution weapon to kill 10 giants. So I did that, and it gave me, you know, the advancement. It has another grayed out or darkened one there. So I'm assuming you can progress it one more time. So that's what I've been trying to do. Maybe kill 10 more. So. I have a couple other maces too. I think I have a spider slayer and then a humanoid slayer, which means I'd have to kill 10 bandits, which would be pretty easy. can heal for 235s now. It's worth a try if you have the option. I mean, the worst thing it would be is like it wouldn't work. That's the worst that could happen. The best could happen is it works. Maybe there's a discussion on the forums about using another client or you know, doing that. Using an emulator. I mean, it may be so indie and so new, Red Humvee, that it wouldn't be on that list. So I would just try it anyway. I mean, the worst thing it's going to say is that it can't run. Like, I don't think it would, you know, mess up your machine. .3 healing. So healing's going to be my first Grandmaster skill. Which I'm fine with. Mission complete. Yeah, it's good. Maybe somebody's tried, so I would research the forums and see if somebody's found a good emulator to run it. I mean, it runs Unity, I believe, right? So any emulator that works well with Unity may work. Damn, right on the road. Kind of want to know where people get those market stalls. I was assuming they were kind of a dungeon drop or a treasure map drop or something, but I haven't got one yet. See, I don't think I need anything here. 68 bandages, so gotta get more bandages in the next round after this, I guess. Somebody else's mission's right next to mine. Get off me, bear. Nice, the other bugbear's just standing there. So I'm wearing just regular chainmail. And so last night I was doing this in my stream and I was wearing +1 obsidian plate mail. And I was able to tank them for quite a bit longer, the two of them. And I also had a better shield. But so this is store-bought chainmail, store-bought shield, but a player-crafted copper weapon. So it's nowhere near the the good stuff. It does help to come with the plate mail. +1 definitely seem to make a difference. Nice, look at all those skill gains right there. That's juicy. I'll show you here. I'll show you my skills here in a second. Ah, shit. I killed him. Didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to see if I can get the achievement for 10 more kills with that, or how many ever it takes. So these are my skills right now. 93.8 bashing, 93.6 blocking, 98.6 healing, 94.3 heavy armor, 82 lockpicking, 91.8 vigor. So if plain old chainmail gives me 56 defense and only a -3 agility, which is nice. I'm getting close to GMing this character, yeah. I'll probably be a GM healer first. It's kind of a long road from 80 to 100, that's for sure. It's pretty easy to get any skill to around 80, and then at 80 it starts to become challenging. But to me, 80 is when the skill is actually the most. It starts to be feeling like it's the most useful when you're at 80 skill. Ah, shit, I drank a potion. Didn't mean to do that. No, I'm at 88 taming. I need to be 94.6, I think, to even try to start taming wyverns. And I get very little skill gains per hour. It's a little frustrating when I need. So if I'm at 88, right, I need 20 skill gains just to get to 90. I need 44 more skill gains from there to get to 94.4 or whatever it is. So that's 64 skill gains just in taming. I also need 64 skill gains in animal lore. And then I'm only at like 80 something beast mastery, so I don't know if that's going to be a factor in that. But without a good beast mastery, I won't be able to control the wyvern very well. So I need to get my beast mastery up to 90. So I went out taming for an hour yesterday, and I gained 0.1 animal lore. So I need 130 gains. So I feel like that's about 130 hours I need to invest into just taming. Yeah. So I feel like I've killed 10 more with my mace. I haven't been keeping track, but I feel like I have. So I don't think you can advance it again, even though it says and looks like you can. $94 bashing. So I don't have 2 accounts, but I do know one of my friends who does multi-box. I believe he's played at least 3 accounts at once. There is a lot of optimization I feel that needs to be done still to the game, because it seems to be chugging pretty hard on my machine at times. So I'm pretty sure they're aware the game needs to be optimized. I heard they were going to upgrade to a newer version of Unity. I heard that they got some kind of Unity guru guy that's going to help them out, especially with the load lag between the zones. They're going to look into getting that a little smoother, which in my opinion should probably smooth the game out just in general all over. $237 now for my healing. Yeah, mine's getting to that point, Red Hum. I mean, I think I could upgrade the graphics card and still be good. I built my own machine, so I bought some pretty good components and set it up so all I had to do is upgrade the graphics card for a few years, but that's still, like, I still have to throw $300 at it to get it back to awesome order. So I just got my camera replaced for my stream. I do want to get my headset replaced because it's falling apart. I need to get my keyboard replaced. I need to get my mouse replaced. I need to get a new graphics card. So all that can kind of add up pretty damn quickly. '94s. Oh, nice. Yeah, Red, I figured that out the other day too, kind of. I used to run to a teleporter or use the teleporter or use the dungeon inn. And I saw people were saying on the forums to use stuck and then your pets will come back. I'm like, oh, damn. It's genius. Jerk. I didn't need you to do that for me. What the hell? Why is there all of a sudden now... Oh, there's another giant fire right here next to me. Well, they put in the taxes. So with the taxes put in the game, things should start happening with those abandoned territory and or properties. So taxes went live. If you don't pay this weekend, then on Monday, apparently the properties are going to go up for auction at random times throughout the day, which I don't really know what it means. I'm going to be at work, so I'll never be able to participate in that. So I think the auction system is flawed before it even has started, but that's just my opinion. Anybody that doesn't have property better take work off on Monday so they can actually get some bids in. Seems to be a popular place to get missions. There's like 3 missions right here. Oh. I think I switched weapons in time. I really don't think it's going to progress again. It feels like it probably should have if it was going to already at 10 kills. For blocking. Oh shit, I got 9 band-aids left. Yeah, this is not Albion. What's going on? Five band-aids left. Somebody zapping my, Oh, man. Alright, this isn't working. I got 2 band-aids left. We sort of do. So it's a little different. So, you can mark a ruin, and then it marks to that location, which is like what I have here. My mage marked me a bunch of ruins. And what this ruin does is it teleports me back to... Here, I'll just go ahead and use it. So you can bury the ruin. It uses the ruin, but it takes you to that location. So you can mark ruins and use them this way by any character. The other option is, if you're a mage, you can cast Gate on that ruin, which won't bury the ruin, but it'll open a gate to use. So you can reuse the ruins if you're a mage. If you're not a mage, unfortunately, no, you can't reuse them. So, but it's still a quick, easy way to get around. If you do have a mage that can mark ruins for you, it's definitely worth it. Out of stock. Unacceptable. They don't have any backups either. Maybe this is a good time to go use the bathroom. So I'm going to take a quick break, use the bathroom. I'll be right back, and we'll continue on this adventure. All right. Shit, still out of stock. I really don't feel like getting on my tailor and making bandages, but that's probably what I got to do. So, yeah, my tamer. So my tamer has. Here's the dilemma with being a full-on tamer mage. I'm doing manifestation and evocation. So to be able to fit them all into 600, I have to do 50 magic affinity and 50 channeling. Well, Red Hum, you can also just mark ruins for your archer tamer and be able to gate. That is a possibility. Archer tamers, I think, are pretty nice. Being a mage, you have to concentrate a lot on the spells you're casting, the mana pool you have. There's just too much to concentrate on. There's too many buttons. There's too many spells as a mage. As a archer tamer, you're not only are you controlling your pet, but your archery is kind of automatically shooting, and all you have to focus on is just bandaging. So I see the benefits of being an archer tamer. A mage tamer is definitely more versatile, like a Swiss Army knife, but with so many different options and so many different blades, a lot of times it can create confusion, and it's hard. It's a lot harder to play. Alright, so I don't have band-aids, and I have 21 minutes left on my timer. I think my only option is to craft myself some band-aids. Yeah, so you have to level up manifestation that has the gate. So you could just be a manifestation. You could probably just add manifestation to your list, because you won't need magic affinity, because magic affinity gives you bonus damage. So you won't need that. You won't necessarily need channeling, because you could just drink mana potions. So if you really want gate, all you need is manifestation. Yeah, I can go to another town and buy bandages, and so I might just have to do that real quickly. I think Valis is probably the quickest. Valis would be the quickest way to get to it. Out of stock. Shit. I guess that's my option. Log out, make myself some band-aids real quick. Lame. I'll do all this work and there'll be bandages when this character gets into town. I'm gonna buy them all. Oh shit, I got a recipe down there. I didn't even see that. It's hidden inside the bag. This guy in front of me looked like Santa. Yeah, and they're all back. What did it say to me? Oh, I still have silver left. I'm gonna buy them. I want to buy them. Oh no. I guess I really couldn't buy them all. But I don't want to run out. Running out's lame. Oh, that's 40 silver. Oh shit, they fell on the ground. I was like, why didn't they go up? I just noticed that they fell on the ground. I was like, okay, maybe I'm doing my maths wrong. But it just dropped 4 silver bandages on the ground. Life happens. How'd you get the blacksmith banner? So it's actually called guillotine. I don't know why it's called guillotine, but that came out of a dungeon chest with my lockpicker, this character here. So it was a house item out of a dungeon chest. And for some reason it's called guillotine. And it does look like a blacksmith banner. But here, I'll show you. So it looks like it has a anvil on it, but when you hover over it, it says guillotine. I have 82 lockpicking. So to get in the best chests in the game, in the dungeons, you have to have 70.1 skill to get into the best chest. Okay, I got 12 minutes to go finish this mission. I think so. I think you can get them in the lower end chests. I don't think it was just in the high end chests. So I typically loot the top 3 chests. So that you know, that metallic yellow one, and then there's the grayish one with the skull. Those are the 2 that you can probably get right now that are worthy. And then there's the top end chest, which looks like the one behind the bank. And I actually get skill gains off the one behind the bank. So when I'm at the bank, I lockpick it. But dungeons is basically where I get my best loot, and then also you can do shell encrusted map or rum encrusted maps. So Patcham, if you can get a hold of a bunch of rum encrusted maps, you can go fish them up, and you can get skill off those chests. You need 0 fishing skill to fish up the chest. So I have an all 2 fishes for me, and so this character doesn't have fishing, but with 0 fishing skill, you can fish up the shell encrusted maps. And so the shell encrusted maps are 70.1 to start doing the shell encrusted map. So rum stained would be good for you. Well, you can always change Petch. I used to have treasure hunting on this character, and I had 45 treasure hunting, but I really decided that I enjoyed fishing maps over digging up maps, and I liked dungeon chests the best. So I like doing dungeon chests, and I love doing the fishing maps. And treasure maps are my 3rd favorite thing to do. So I dropped treasure. I just took 45 skill and just dropped it. And so now I'm just trying to max out what I've currently got here. So if I can get 5-way GM and have about 82 lockpicking, I'd be stoked. Currently there's nothing in the game that requires 82 lockpicking, besides being able to get into those high-end chests a lot faster. I can get into them pretty quick. At 80, I started getting into them pretty quick. So, at this time, you could probably stop your lock picking at 80 and use those 20 points somewhere else. What I would use them on, I would not know, but I believe eventually they're going to be adding in higher level chest to pick from. Hopefully with this dungeon expansion that's coming out with level 2, there'll be some higher level chests that require, hopefully, I would assume they're going to add a 80, 90, and then maybe 100 chests. That would be my assumption. I mean, 3 more chests would be my choice. And maybe these higher end chests would just stop dropping scrolls altogether, low end scrolls, because there's no reason for chests to drop so many low end scrolls. Maybe they'll drop an occasional greater heal or greater mana or greater stamp pot. Maybe more cure pots. That would be cool. Better chance of house items would be nice. Maybe books. They should have books added to dungeon chests. Okay, I see. Yeah, so with that 64 picking, you can go into dungeons, but it'd be a little scary for you. It's more like you got to go with friends. Friends would clear the mobs, and you'd get the dungeon chests. But this character here is pretty sweet with 500 and something hit points. Currently, I have 500, and if I put on jewelry, I have over 500 hit points. I can heal for like 230s. I can tank pretty well and just kind of bash my way through shit. A lot of the 1v1 PvPers really can't kill me. They have to get 2 or more to kill me. Yeah, so my stats in this character are 35, 30, 10, 40, 25, and 10. I should have picked up. I'm gonna go back. Actually, no, I can come back out. I have more ruins that will recall me back to the mission giver. I should take advantage of using those. So I'm at 98.8 healing. It'd be kind of cool to GM my healing today, but. Oops, back this way. Yeah, I'm getting unlucky here. Give me one. Bam sauce. So I do got to go by my house. It's kind of like way around the corner. I've also got these out of dungeon chests, this torture cage, the torture rack, and of course that there. These paintings have came out of the rum-stained and shell-encrusted and weathered maps, along with the rug here and the pillows. I got this plant off of the imp in the corruption dungeon, and I think those are like basically the things that I've found. I'll rip his bones out. Is that what the thing said to me? Double whammied. No, I was saying they should add taming missions. Very similar to these, but for tamers. And to me, that would be a really nice addition to taming, because why can like warriors and stuff just kind of level up wherever they want to? Oh, my mace is destroyed. Okay, well there that goes. That was my mace of giant executioner, which I was trying to see if it would level up a second time, but I don't think it did. So there's executioner achievements and it looks like there's a second level, but I'm pretty sure I killed 10 more. It didn't seem to progress again, so maybe that's not a thing. .1 healing. Here it goes, folks. 9 more ticks. The Grandmaster Healer. And then I gotta get Vigor to Grandmaster, but... .94 blocking. Yeah, people are commenting on YouTube and I'm not seeing it. Sorry about that. I do have a program that's supposed to link all my chats. And apparently it says YouTube's connected, but I'll look into that here in a second, see if I can reconnect, but it says all four are connected. All right, let me double check on that. The other thing too is the YouTube showing up. Is YouTube showing up on my stream, just not in my chat channel? I don't know, it was working last night. I hate that when things just stop working. I really don't know what to say. It says I have one viewer currently in YouTube. 8 people are in Twitch. So that one YouTube viewer, I'm so sorry. It's not working. Oh wait, Bradford Knights test. I do see it now. Hey Bradford, say it again. Try putting... Oh wait, it all loaded up. Hold it. Wait a minute. Greetings, Bradford Knights. Is this a quest? Cryptomium. Yes, this is a quest. Alright, so I'm now seeing the text from YouTube. Or the chat. Thanks, Vicky Avenger. Appreciate the feedback, if you're watching. Red Humvee. I was testing the YouTube channel. Apparently I wasn't seeing people chatting in YouTube. Oh, now you're seeing them? Oh, that's okay, Red. So I stream to YouTube, Twitch, Smashcast, and Mixer. I have a chat program that is connected to all 4, so it typically shows me when people are chatting in those other platforms. And apparently I was missing some questions, which is lame, because I don't like ignoring anybody in chat. Oh, I just passed one up. And another one. Shit. I was too eager to double click. I passed 2 up. And now I'm getting unlucky. Just waiting for an elder one because they're a lot closer. Oh, nice, Red. I don't really believe in praying, but I'm praying for you. Come on, the ground shakes, Eldir. Where are you? I know I passed 2 of you up by mistake. Wow, I'm just gonna close the whole box. Let's give this guy a moment. All right, give me what I want. Come on, Harold. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Harold. Oh man, is it way down there again? Oh, it's way over there. Wow. It's playing tricks on me. It's like, since you're going to be picky and try to choose one really close, we're going to make it as far away as possible. $99.1 healing, so I need 9 more games to GM this out. I kind of want to stick it out till I GM my first skill here. Dark Age of Camelot. I really liked Dark Age of Camelot. Although they had, I think in DOAC, didn't they have Speed Tree? I don't even know if Speed Tree's a thing anymore, but I really liked Speed Tree. I thought they'd make trees look really good and took very little resources. And I don't know why people don't use Speed Tree anymore. Is it just, it's not needed? Like computers are just badass, you don't have to use Speed Tree? Alright, it's 3 gains right in a row, and another gain. 4 gains right in a row. Yes, do it, Red. $99.2 healing. 8 more gains. $99.3. What's up, Danny? AKA Lensler. really close to getting this character kind of maxed out, so I'm fighting these big old mobs. I like, you know, I like Lensler better. I think you should switch it back. So you get, for these higher level ones, you get between 12 and 14 silver put into your bank account upon completion. Now, that's not really that much, but the main reason I'm doing these is for the skill gain. And if you get somebody to mark you ruins in town, it's really easy to get back and then grab another mission. And this is kind of like one of the safest ways to get these missions, is because you can keep talking to the NPC over and over until you get a mission close by and in a guarded zone. So you can level up from 0 to 100 in a guarded zone by grabbing these missions. Armor. So I have a kind of a feeling that probably the best way for me to level Beast Mastery would probably be do missions with my tamer and use mobs to fight these big guys. You can start resurrecting, and you can start gating and marking ruins. So marking ruins has given me skill. Open up gates and resurrecting has given me skill. So I see a lot of people. Well, what I was doing was I was dropping a meteor strike on my horse and then resurrecting my horse, and then drop another meteor strike on your horse and resurrect your horse. So that's something that you could do that would help you work on the skill. But marking ruins helps, gating helps, resurrecting helps. Healing at some point kind of stops, but at 71 I think you can start doing those high level spells. You just fail a lot. So what's your manifestation at? Well, I would say that you might want to be 75. I don't know. It's just like, what spells are there? I think the more manifestation you have too, the better healing you get. Oh, so you're 50 right now. Yeah, so greater healing is going to be the best. I don't really have my spell book to look, but I think greater heal is going to be your best bet to get up kind of near that 60s. I think I got most of it because I was using greater heal on my pets, because I'm a mage tamer. Nice, Red. Get some. 99.4, 0.6 more. My first GM skill. I should probably just finish off the bonfire. Windowed mode is working. Nice. Window mode's not too bad, man. I got 30 bandages left. I guess I better go stop by my house and get more band-aids. Oh, nice. You can right-click and stuff easy. Yeah, it's that's so frustrating. Now, if you could just handle a little bit of glitchy graphics, then you're set. Maybe you can fine-tune how it launches or something. Maybe there's some settings you can adjust to make it, like, play it on the lowest graphic settings as well as, and maybe it won't be so glitchy. The tamer's gonna just stand there. He's lucky somebody didn't charge him. 99.5 healing. Ouch. For using the Mac Windows 10 emulator, because that's what I think Red's doing. Oh shit. Dar. You can't be away from the keyboard, bro. Rip Dar. Poor guy. I can res him if he comes back. Yeah, the trees take up way too much graphical power with like all the leaves falling out of the trees and all that type of stuff. That's just, to me, it's a little unnecessary. You should be able to dummy down the trees quite a bit. And like, to me, the leaves blowing in the wind, I could care less if the leaves blow in the wind. Like, I'd rather have better game performance than my leaves blowing in the wind. What the hell, goblins? Alright, so I got the res off on him. If he wants to come back, he can come back, but... Where the hell is my, quest thing? Oh, it's up here. Seems like once I hit 95, they're having a harder time hitting me at least. Look, he rezzed. He must be back from the keyboard. You can't wear armor. So Reltius, the problem with, I mean, that's one of the main reasons I'm doing Archer Mage, is because mages don't have armor skill. There is no cloth armor skill. So, as being a archer, tamer, you have beast mastery, taming, animal lore, archery, vigor, and healing. That's your 6 abilities. You don't have room for armor type. Now, the option is to drop some skills down to 80 to be able to accommodate for armor. Is it worth buying? Wish, and I just play UO instead. So Nerdhead. So this is $30 to get in, no subscription fee. There is private servers to play on, and there is official servers to play on. It's going to be launching on Steam soon when the next expansion launches, the Frozen Tundra. They have a long way to go to compete with UO. A long way to go to compete with the content of Ultima Online. Now, if you're playing on the official Ultima Online server, I think you can play for free, but to unlock the content, you have to pay a little bit of money. To me, the graphics in this game are a little more enjoyable than UO, and UO, for all its glory, still runs shitty on high-end computers to this day. So it runs just as good as it did like 20 years ago or whatever. Not talking shit about Ultima. I love Ultima Online. It's definitely a fun game. There's private servers to play on. But again, the public servers, they require you to pay a little bit of money to enjoy the full game. This is a one-time fee of $30. You can enjoy the game. And to me, it's similar to Ultima, but different enough that I enjoy it. I like the similarities as much as I like the differences in this game. And there isn't no really reason why you couldn't play both, in my opinion. Also, if you're interested in getting a small discount, you can use my code CGTV through my affiliate store. If you type !LOA in chat, it'll give you that link. So I think it's like 3% off, which is only like 90 cents or something like that for the $30 pack. But if you're going to buy it anyway, buying it through me helps support my channel and would be much appreciated. So again, the price of dinner and a movie, one-time fee for a lot of entertainment. Even if you get bored after a couple months and put it on the back burner, I think you'd get your money's worth, and you can always come back to it and play. And if you like these style isometric sandbox games, this game's only going to get better. Oh, 2 years ago. Man, lots have changed, huh? So what is your impression of 2 years ago versus today, Lankers? I believe I streamed this 2 years ago when it was called Shards Online. And it was a completely different experience for me. So you can get to 80 relatively quick. After 80, it takes a while to get to Grandmaster. I really couldn't tell you how much playtime I have on this character, but I would say if you played pretty much consistently every day for a couple hours, I would say you could probably get there in a couple weeks. So the game is not intended to be a super, super long grind and skill. And then the other difference too is that you only have 600 maximum instead of 700. But the one interesting thing is the vigor skill in this game is basically anatomy and tactics, very similar to Ultima Online. Yep, Eclipse, time to pay the tax, man. Yeah, so far my property's paid for itself. With my vendor, Eclipse, right there, he's made 15 gold. So my vendor's got 15 weeks on my house. Yeah, so I really feel like there's a lot more to the game right now. I also still feel like it has a ways to go as well. Like, it definitely needs more content. But Dungeon Expansion is coming out this weekend. And so I'm stoked on the Dungeon Expansion coming out. They're revamping the first levels and second levels of the dungeon. So super, super cool. And then their next thing after that is to launch the Frozen Tundra and then also do the Steam launch. Yeah, there's lots of things like there's so many things. Every skill in this game needs a little bit of love. Let's put it that way. I kind of feel like none of it is complete. But there's a great foundation here. It's a perfect foundation for what's next. Didn't need the help, but thanks. I wonder if he killed mine instead of his. Yeah, so my vendor right here, I basically sell horses, old recipes. I do have some ruins for sale. I do have spells that I've picked up throughout the game. And then I also sell reagents for cheap. Nobody's picked them up though, but these are a pretty good deal if you buy them in bulk. And then here I have jewelry, and so based off that stuff, I've been able to make up enough money to keep my rent for quite a while. So I still have 91 bandages. Let's go get another mission. I've kind of gone over my 2-hour streaming mark, but hey. Got a warrior that's around 70s with 73 fabrication. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, so mine, I picked lock picking. I find that to be a lot of fun. I was kind of hoping I would get to GM healing on that last run there, but looks like I have to do it again. At 99.7, I need 3 skill gains. I think once I hit GM, I'll probably end my stream for the day. I haven't ate breakfast yet. I'm starving. Yeah, I mean, I can easily make probably about a gold an hour if I try. But that's 30 hours of mandatory gold farming just to pay the taxes. Alright, hopefully this will be the last mission I need to do to get me GM healing. It's not the last mission I'm going to do ever, because they seem to be pretty good for gaining skills above 90. So, Reltius, I realized, so I have a stealth archer, which is kind of, the archery is kind of gimped. There's no archery sniper shot, unfortunately. It doesn't seem out of stealth, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But I would say it's actually usable when you hit 80. But it's not consistent. I think I have about 90 hiding, and I think I have like 98 stealth, I believe, with my character. And I still kind of fail. So serious PvP, I'd say GM, but I think you could probably start using it around 80. Yeah. I can heal for 241s now. Sweet. Oh no, my chain tunic's gonna get destroyed. That's kind of funny. I think I bought it before I started doing these missions, so it's already gonna die. So Nerd Herd, I didn't quit Eve. I take extended breaks. I was playing it about a month ago. I was on my Faction War character, who's basically a free tune, and I was messing around with Faction War. I try to get people to play with me, and I have a hard time getting other people to play that game with me because a lot of people find that Eve boring. And it can be boring at times, I agree. And I came back for about a month when they were doing some events, but Eve's one of those games that I play for years, and then, or a year or so, then I take about a year off, and then I play again, and I take, you know, on and off, on and off. But I still have my 3 accounts, and I still, I've logged in recently. Yeah, I agree that the skill injectors, I mean, if you consider having skill winning, then yeah. And in Eve, it kind of just gives you more options, doesn't really make you win, but I completely agree with you. And then now the fact that Black Desert owns Eve Online in a sense, I'm a little hesitant to kind of get back into it at all, you know? Yeah, so in Eve, I always feel like I'm chasing the play to pay for free. You know, like you got to get as much ISK as you can so you can get your Plex, so you don't have to spend money on the game. And I felt like that was like a stressful second job, and it didn't pay very much money. And so when it kind of feels like a game starts turning into chores online, I try to realize that and stop playing before it's too late. You know, before I like rage quit or whatever. 99.8 healing. 2 more ticks, folks. And I've GM'd my first skill. I mean, you can choose how much of a chore you want it to be, I guess. Yeah, and see, a lot of people don't even play Eve. They just keep their accounts active for training. And I only keep my account active if I'm playing. My characters are built up enough to where I don't have really any major goals left for them. They're all at a point where I feel like I don't have to sub to the game unless I want to play. Yeah, I tried. So my rule of thumb for video games is no microtransactions. I barely ever do it. 99.9 healing, folks. Here it is, the moment of Zen. That's kind of like one of my rules. Is I'll enjoy the game for what it is. And then if I'm blown away by the game and I'm really, really enjoying it, I'll show a little bit of support by maybe doing 1 microtransaction. But all in all, I like getting things myself. And kind of like in this game. So I have no books in the game. Oh no, I'm naked. I have no books in the game, so I could easily spend a bunch of gold trying to get the books I want. But I'm not going to do that because I'd rather try to get them myself. Look at my ripped chest. Stop reminding me you did that, Eclipse. Hurts my little feelings. Elder is a good... Okay, so... and I can show you where I leveled up taming, Red Humvee. And it's quiet. Nobody goes there. And you can go all the way up to Great Hearts in that area, which is like... The Great Hearts bring you all the way up to like the 80s and shit. Oh, did I hit it? I did! Woo! I didn't even notice. GM Healer. Oh, it feels so good. Okay, let me finish killing this and then I'll show you where I did all my taming. So, I did all my taming from 30 to probably 61, 70 right here. So this is Trinit. There's a bank there. There's places to go there. It's kind of cool. And right in here, there's bandits, there's goblins, there's animals to tame. And then even up back inside here. So you can run around this whole area right here. And all back inside here is good taming. From horses all the way up to Great Hearts. Richard Jangles. How's it going, man? Lankers, I play on Azure Sky. Oh, how do you get there from Helm? Okay, good question. So, so here's Helm over here, right? So you're probably, what you're going to do is, what I'd do is I'd take the teleporter or the gateway to Valis, which will take you here to Valis. And then you go over the bridge, go up to Valis, then you just take the road to Trinit. That's what I would do. So I heal for 242 now. And I can still, I think 250 is the max. So by getting my Vigor to GM, it'll give me 8 more points in healing, I believe. Yeah, Valis and up the road north. .2 Vigor. Yeah, it goes up kind of slow. I mean, if you look at all my other stats, though... Ouch! I guess that tunic really makes a difference. If you look at all my other stats, Vigor's at 93. The rest are just above it. So they're not super hard. My hardest one for this character is going to be lockpicking. Out, dude. Dangerous giants. Bam. Yeah, well, considering I think it only gives me 8 more points of healing, although I would like those 8 points of healing, it's not going to be that big of a deal to get the remaining points of my vigor, right? So 6.8 more points of vigor gives me 8 more points of healing. And I'll get 250 on my bandaging, which is pretty sweet. And having 500 hit points, that means that I can heal for half my life. So, and then if I use greater heal pots on top of that, I think greater heal pots are 200 each. So with greater heal pots and heals, I can get off a bandage, a greater heal pot, a bandage, and then be in a situation where I'll be in trouble. So Nerd Herd, I played Albion Online for about 3 years. I was one of their original beta testers. I was an affiliate with them. I was sponsored by them. I played from pretty much day one. Every single test from day one. And Albion Online changed to the point where I just wasn't having fun anymore. So, not to say Albion Online is shit now, but Albion Online is a great game, made by a great company. The reason why I got away from it is because they removed open world housing and they put in the island system, which I think is understandable. But they should have left open world housing in, and they should have put in the housing system. Then the other thing that kind of discouraging is they started making these instanced adventures, which pretty much everybody just sat in town and went on these instanced adventures instead of going out into the world and adventuring. And to me, that, plus the fact that one of their original things for Albion Online is that a dedicated 5-man team can defend and hold territory. And that's kind of true, except for you have to use Zerg mechanics to get your 5-man team in position to be able to do that territory battle. So it became this kind of instance-based progression, giant Zerg mechanic game that I just did not enjoy. So when you stop enjoying a game, it's time to put it down. You cannot get stats to go below 10. How do I get to Valis? Okay, go to Eldir, then to Valis. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, if it doesn't let you teleport to Valis directly, you might have to choose several gates. So if you're in Helm and it doesn't allow you to go to Valis, you're going to have to either go to the gatekeeper here in Eldir or the gatekeeper here in the forest. But that's probably the easiest run, unless you want to go to Eldir and then run through here and then down there. To me, it seems to be a little longer and a little more. It seems to be harder to go that route. Alright, guys, well, I think this is where I'm going to end my stream. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. I appreciate everyone hanging out today, chatting it up with me. Much appreciated. That makes streaming a lot more fun. If you check the links below my stream, they do help support the channel. Much appreciated with that. So check my links below the stream. I do have a stream schedule on Twitch. I pretty much stick to that schedule unless something happens, like I'm out fishing on the weekends. I might be going fishing tomorrow, so I may do a late night stream instead of an early day stream, but that's what happens on my weekends. Nice, Lankers. Yeah, Discord's free for anybody to join. I'm in here. You're welcome to send me messages. You can come play with me and hang out. So again, if you want to support the channel, check all the links below my stream. Appreciate everyone being here, and as always, keep on gaming, and we'll see you next time.